Floyd Mayweather was very upset with Ryan Garcia, to say the least. And why, you may ask? If you guys don't know, Ryan Garcia and Floyd Mayweather, they've had an interesting relationship. You go with Floyd Mayweather during the Tank versus Ryan Garcia fight. We all know that Floyd's played an instrumental role in making Tank the star that he is today. Not to say that Tank hasn't put the work in, not to say that Tank hasn't earned his accolades, not to say that Tank doesn't have ability of his own, he doesn't have star power or talent in the boxing ring. We all know that stuff's true. But what I'm alluding to is the fact that, Floyd kind of gave, Gervonta Davis that opportunity, that stage to showcase his skills. And which is understandable because, he's put him on his undercards, which is what I'm referring to when I say Floyd Mayweather gave Tank the opportunity to showcase his ability. But, against Ryan Garcia, we know that Floyd's riding with Tank. And I understand that, being his promoter, being a friend, and more importantly, being a mentor, looking out for Tank, giving him the advice, what he should do, what he shouldn't do. If you guys remember, prior to Tank and Ryan being made, Floyd Mayweather did an interview and he talked about, the potential of Ryan Garcia and Tank fighting. This is when Tank wasn't officially away from Mayweather Promotions yet. And the interviewer asked Floyd, how would you feel about the possibility of Tank fighting Ryan Garcia at 140? Floyd Mayweather said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We are not fighting at 140. So that idea for Tank to make that catch weight against Ryan Garcia ultimately came from Floyd, because Floyd understands, he knows how much weight plays a role in terms of the advantages and the disadvantage. When you take it away and a fighter has to lose extra pounds, more weight than he needs to in the first place, not to mention you're already going through a 20 pound, 25 pound weight cut, then you add 4 pounds on top of that. That plays with your mind a little bit, not, let alone obviously has an impact on your body, your physique, your physical health. So who else could we go to? Who else has that IQ to, take someone's advantage away from them and make it a weakness? Floyd knows how to do that. He's intelligent. He's gonna think of these things. How can I make this a playing field where it's almost in my odds before we even get in the ring? That's Money Mayweather. That's, the businessman. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's part of it too. Boxing's also a business as well. You negotiate for a reason to make the terms, in favor of your fighter. And that's what Floyd does. That's why he's always in Tank's ear. But the reason why Mayweather, wasn't too happy with Ryan Garcia is because Ryan Garcia exposed the fact that Floyd had shown him the video of the infamous sparring between Tank and Devin Haney, where Tank, allegedly hurt Devin really bad, basically had him out on his feet, unconscious, but, still kind of standing. Adrian Broner had to hop in the ring, settle it, because at the time I think Devin was 17, so, still a kid, and Tank had to be in, his 20s. But still, that was something that Ryan Garcia apparently wasn't supposed to share. I feel like it's kind of common, knowledge to not, say that. But hey, Floyd never, according to Ryan Garcia, Floyd never made it clear, don't talk about this to anybody, don't say this. But it's kind of interesting, Floyd has a good relationship with Ryan. He obviously has a good relationship with Devin, has been knowing Devin since he was a kid. But to show Ryan footage of Devin getting hurt obviously probably caused, a scuffle, probably made Devin feel some type of way. Maybe he reached out to Floyd and had a bad reaction towards Floyd, and then Floyd tried to, fix it. And then that's why, ultimately Floyd wasn't happy with Ryan Garcia, because he wasn't supposed to share that information. But hey, that's boxing. This stuff happens behind the scenes and people's feelings get hurt. You build bridges and then sometimes, you tear parts of them down. And I think, obviously Devin Haney's cool with Floyd, has great love for Floyd, but it's just interesting to see this stuff, play out behind the scenes, because like, why would you show footage of Devin Haney getting hurt to Ryan Garcia, a potential opponent for Devin? But either way, it shouldn't affect, these two fighting, because it's not Tank and Devin right now, it's Ryan and Devin. And I think this is a great matchup. We always talk about the fact that, boxing's dying. We're not getting the fights we want. But once we get the fight we want, us fans, we start to say, man, this isn't a good fight. and maybe it's one-sided. Maybe Devin, what's expected, the expectation is for Devin to go in there and beat up Ryan, to put on a boxing clinic. And that's obviously what we're all expecting to happen. But would you rather see Devin fight somebody else? I would rather see Ryan Garcia. If it's not Tank, if it's not Shakur, why not be Ryan Garcia? If it's not Tio, big name. So I think as boxing fans, we have to begin to appreciate what we get. When your parents, were serving you as a kid and you were saying, I don't like that. But you know what they say? They say eat what's on the table. Boxing fans need to learn how to eat what's on the table. When they give us fights in general, there are certain fights where it's like, man, I don't want to see Devin fighting, this dude. I don't want to see Devin fighting Kambosos. But we're seeing Devin and Ryan. Like that's two big names. I think boxing fans need to start enjoying, fights for what they are, rather than saying, you should be fighting this guy instead. When it's a big name, and these are two big names. Ryan Garcia is a big name. I always say, people like to talk about the skill. Forget all of that. Forget all of that and remember what these fighters are here for. They're here to make money, and bottom line is Ryan Garcia is giving Devin Haney his biggest payday, and Devin's giving Ryan one of his biggest paydays. But ultimately, they're fighting for money. These guys are fighting to feed their families. That's what boxing, is based off of. They're not getting in the ring for no reason, just because they don't like each other. It's business. These guys are trying to make a bag, increase their stock, grow their stock, so that they can improve their resumes and ultimately make more money, and become greats in the sport. That's the goal in the sport of boxing. It's not primarily about just fighting. It's about it has to make sense, and money makes these fights make sense for these fighters, but it was just interesting. I'm not trying to cause, any drama. I'm just saying it was interesting to hear, Floyd Mayweather isn't too happy with Ryan Garcia because he had, shared the information, and exposed the fact that Floyd had shown him that video of Devin getting, basically stopped by Tank. But, that's sparring. I always say that sparring's different now. It's years later. These guys are different men, different fighters entirely. And, the sparring shouldn't be released. I haven't seen the sparring personally, but I know for a fact that it's out there, not only from Floyd. I know someone else has it. I know that for a fact. But I don't think it should be released. I don't even care to see it. I'd rather see these guys fight in the pros than see that clip of sparring when, this could have been a random Saturday where these guys just simply weren't in their both guys weren't in their tip-top condition, because I know for a fact that these guys weren't fighting a real fight. So they didn't have that whole training camp, whatever the case may be. But it's just interesting to hear Floyd Mayweather, Ryan Garcia had a little bit of a, not a falling out, just a discussion, because, Ryan was probably supposed to keep that information between them and kind of exposed it. But it is what it is. This is the sport of boxing. Things happen, but it'll still be a great fight. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney come April 20th at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. That'll be a tremendous fight. I'm excited for it. We got the press conference tomorrow. I will be attending. It'll be a good one. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought about, this video. Ryan Garcia kind of made Floyd Mayweather upset, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. That's going to do it for another Naz Fight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.